Welcome back, class. I'm Mr. Teacher with the SAT Math video guide, and I'm sorry that I went on hiatus and I haven't posted the next video for the guide lately. But we're back, so now we're on number 5 of Test 2, Section 2. So, number 5. If the figure above were rotated counterclockwise 90 degrees about point R, which is this point right here. Oh, it's right here. Which of the following would be the result? And they give a bunch of choices. So counterclockwise, just to remind you, it's rotating leftwards. Now, the first instinct of most people would, well, you could just rotate your own book 90 degrees counterclockwise and then quickly remember what the figure is before rotating it back to normal and picking the answer. But since we can't really do that on paint, so let's think of it this way. So this is the area that I'd like to think about, this little 2 square nub. So when you rotate it, it's going to point upwards and it's going to look something like this. And those are it. So it's going to be one, let's call each square 1 by 1. So its width will be 1, length will be 2. So just by that, we can eliminate choice A, B, and E because each of them have way too much width. So those are all crossed off. Now our only choices left are C and D. And to decide between those two, here's the second point we're going to look at, this 3 by 3 cube. So this is just going to sort of move to this right side because we're going to rotate it counterclockwise. So it's going to look like this, kind of. Yeah, like that, and kind of cubed. There we go. And looking at the answer choices, choice C, it's actually just 2 columns long, 2 columns in width, so we can cross off choice C, and our only answer left is D, which is the correct answer. So now we can go on to number 6. So, if 3 more than twice a number is equal to 10, what is 4 times the number? Well, since it's just like a word problem, let's try and transform it into math. So, if 3 more than, so 3 more than is plus, 3 more than twice a number, so twice a number, you can use any variable. Let's pick x. 3 plus 2 times any number is equal to 10. So what is 4 times the same number? So what is 4x equal to? So now we can do this. Let's take this top equation and simplify it. So let's subtract the 3 from both sides. So we find out that 2x is equal to 7. And now a little trick. Instead of dividing by 2 to find 3.5 and multiplying it using decimals, you might get a bit mixed up because decimals are a bit confusing. What you can notice is 2x is half of 4x. So 7 is also half of what's going to be 4x. So if we multiply both sides by 2, if we multiply both sides of the equation by 2, we get 4x on this side. On this side, we get 14. That's the correct answer. That is choice D. So, just a translation problem, not too hard. Number 7. And there's a sort of a sequence. A, 2A, 4A, 8A. Okay. If A is less than 0, Which of the four numbers above is the greatest? So, well, if it's less than 0, A is a negative number, and you can pick any negative number you want. So, when you just remember this, when you have a negative number, let's just say -3, and you multiply it by any positive number, it doesn't have to be an integer. It could even be like, I don't know, 4/5. It can be -3 times 6. The higher the positive number you multiply a negative number by, the smaller it's going to become. Such as a -3 times +6, it's going to turn into -18. And -18 is in fact much more smaller than -3 because it's farther from 0 than -3 is, and that's so when we do it like this, A, so we can translate this. Let's turn A into -3. So the sequence gonna go like this: -3, then 2 times -3, which is -6, 4 times -3, which is -12, and so on and so forth. And each time the number's just gonna it's gonna lessen in value. So the highest value number in this sequence, it's going to be the original number itself. So that's going to be choice A. The largest number is, well, A. So, number 8. And there's a drawing. This is 4. This is 2. Oh, my bad. This is 4. And this comes down in one big line. This is 6. 2, 4, 4, 6. Okay. So, and I forgot something. There we go. They're all 90-degree angles. So, what is the area of the six-sided figure above? So, first things first, we need to find the lengths of every single side on this figure, this six-sided figure, just to make sure. So, if the length of this figure is 6 and the length of this smaller side is 4, that means this even smaller side is going to be 2, because this is no higher than this line. This is no bigger. The length on this side is no bigger than the length on this side. So that's 2. And now what we can do is split a line right here. So we get one small square and one big rectangle. So we're trying to find the area of the entire figure. Let's find the area of this little square. So it's area of a square is side squared. So it's 2 squared, which is equal to 4. So the area is 4 of the square. And this rectangle, well, since there's 2 here and 4 here, the length of this side is also 6. So it's going to be length times width, which is 6 times 4, which is equal to 24. So the area of the rectangle is 24, and the total area is 24 plus 4, which is equal to 28. That's choice B. And I might as well do the next one, number 9. Number 9. Okay. If x minus 2 whole squared equals to 25 and x is less than 0, then what is the value of x? So x minus 2 whole squared equals to 25. And x has to be less than 0. So what is the value of x? Well, we need this this side to be equal when it's squared to equal 25. Well, what number squared equals to 25? It's either 5 or negative 5. So we need to make this left side equal to either positive 5 or negative 5, but it says that x is a negative number. It's less than 0. And if two numbers are less than 0 and you add them up, well, the answer is also going to be negative. So x minus 2 is not going to equal to 5. It's going to equal to negative 5. So let's break it down. X minus 2 is equal to negative 5. We add the 2 over to this side. So x equals negative 5 plus positive 2, which is negative 3. And that's it. That's our answer. That's choice D. And thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you with your SAT prep, and I will try making videos a bit more frequently. I'll see you guys soon.